Hey, this is Pete. I'd like to talk to you about Carbonite and Intronis. They're both apps that run on your computer that will, at a designated time through the day, send your data off-site. Carbonite has a function that'll send it to an on-site device as well for like a BDR setup. Um, Both are relatively cost-effective. Both work, and we use them in a number of scenarios. A lot of times as a backup. To a backup. So we'll have a BDR on site, but then we'll also have Carbonite going off site. Just in case, the BDRs, they're all images, and if you get corruption, you can end up losing some data that way. So we use Carbonite as kind of a last defense. One of the ways that Carbonite is sold is as a block for the year of like 250 gigs, and you can back up as many PCs as you want under that. So we, for a number of our clients, if they've got people that are in the field a lot, like laptops, we'll put in on the Carbonite, and for less than $300 a year, you can get 15 computers sometimes backing up to their cloud. It's also you can watch it from the cloud. So I don't know if I've mentioned, but we do look at backups. So the final Friday of every month is Backup Friday, and we go through and we try to give everybody an assessment of what their backups look like. Yeah, the Carbonite makes it easy because you can just log in and you can see. You can also set it up so that it sends you emails with the status. Yeah, so Intronis is actually a Barracuda product now that we do use. We've set that up on your computer, and then it backs up to the Barracuda cloud, and that works as well. It's a little more expensive. It will send you emails if it's off, if you're not getting the backup, and so you know kind of what's going on. It's a little more complicated, but it's cost effective, and we do have an account that a lot of times we use for internal stuff, and we resell for clients if that's the direction you want to go. Again, it is probably the base level that you would want to consider for your backups, just because you have a disaster, and we've talked about recovery point objective, and we've talked about recovery time objective. So if the thing ran last night at 9 and it's 9 o'clock now, you're going back 12 hours. Well, if you've got 30 gigs of data and you're getting a gig an hour, it may take you 30 hours to get your data back. Carbonite absolutely throttles you. I don't know what the number is, but after you've downloaded your first like 10 gigs, then they basically put you in the queue and you go super slow. So we have had a number of clients that did the math, and when they're looking to do the restore, it's not feasible that they'll ever get their data. Now, Carbonite does have a program where you can pay the money, and they'll send it to you on a drive that you then send back. So they'll accommodate it, but it's maybe not as simple. If you're looking to your data is worth what it costs you to produce it, which is the labor spent by all your employees producing that data. So it may very well be your biggest asset your company has. If you're down, you got 5 employees, and they're down for 3, 4, 5 days waiting for Carbonite to send you a drive with your data, and then you get that drive next week, and then you start the restore process from there. It can take a long time. With that said, you're going to get your data back, which is the important part. And if you can abide some downtime, or if you're not backing that much up and it's not really mission critical, it would just be problematic if you lost it. And Carbonite is a good way to go. Intronis, I don't believe they throttle quite as much on the restore, but again, that's all online. So if you've got somebody who they're in wherever someplace without great internet access, and they end up with a data disaster, you're going to need the internet, and you're going to be at the mercy of the company that's sending you your data back. So yep, so that's my views on Carbonite and Intronis. We sell both, we use both. I've had both of them save my life, and I love them. I think that if you're serious about corporate data, we need to talk about how far back you're really able to go comfortably back in time for a restore, and how long it'll take you to get your data back, because those are two pretty big numbers. And when the world blows up, those are the two questions that are going to be on your mind, and we can definitely manage those. So give me a call. We can set a time. We've got offices in Rochester and in Syracuse, and we can come meet with you, and we can talk to you about your different options and different price points, and different levels of what you can expect from your backup. So that's where we're at. Give me a call. Thanks.